Hey, this is Ann Dorman with Lorie Ward here at the Fairhope Juice Company at Battles Wharf location here on Scenic 98.
Hello.
Tell me how this all got started.
Well, it's been a dream of mine for years and years, and been a lifestyle choice for me for years as well, just to eat plant-based. I've always juiced, sought out juice bars wherever I traveled. My 20-year career was actually in corporate America in the pharmaceutical industry. My education was nutrition heals, food heals, especially plant-based nutrition. Really knew that that's where my heart was pulling me. I just had to figure out how and why and when. I took baby steps. I had a lot of local encouragement from business owners here. They were saying, just open a juice bar. I didn't know how to go about jumping ship from a career with a lot of security to, do I do a franchise? Do I make juice? I went to a conference on juicing. They actually have those, and it just felt right to make this big investment in a cold press. And I came back and I had it in my kitchen. I'd roll it to the guest room when I was done, and I'd bring it to the kitchen, and that was December over a year ago. And I'd start doing recipe development. I'd test it on friends and family. And then I started talking to other business owners that had kitchens that I could possibly use. I approached Jennifer Hafner at the warehouse, and she says, let's sit down and talk. And right away was just into it and made space for me. You know, that's a building that has Fairhope Roasting, District Hall, a bakery, and they all made space for me to make my juice and make my dream come alive. I have studied food healing, so a lot of the thought behind it is how things are going to work in the body. Things like beet juice that opens up your vascular system, gives you more endurance and energy. What you're drinking, Soulshine, has pineapple, cucumber, apple, and mint. You know, the cucumber is super hydrating to the cells, great for the skin, even though you already have a beautiful complexion. And then the mint is antiviral. And this one is for more inflammation, pain, antiviral as well, and that has carrot, apple, lemon, ginger, which is nature's ibuprofen, and turmeric, which is, you know, a lot of people use for arthritis and pain. And a lot of it is for purpose. You know, we do a lot of cleanses and specific protocols for which juice you take at what time. During this big pandemic, I had a customer that was ordering 28 celery juices at a time for the whole family to drink daily, because it's really part of your immune system. 3/4 of that's in your gut. And celery juice is super healing for that in your microbiome. You know, a lot of people are really onto what food can do for you and prefer to go that way first before having to go to other measures.
From California, you've been a lot of places. How did you end up in Fairhope, and how has Fairhope been a great place for the Fairhope Juice Company?
I feel more at home here, for one thing, than anywhere I've ever lived. I came here originally, I was at the Grand Hotel for a conference, and I remember just being here by myself and finding Fairhope. You know, going into town, somebody recommended Master Joe's. And I went and sat at the bar and had sushi, and I walked and I went to Hertha's and shopped and found some treasures. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I could live here and live in a place, this is how we should live. Went back to North Carolina where I was living and, you know, didn't think anything of it. It was love that brought me here. I met someone whose children live in Robertsdale. And so we would come down once a month for 4 years. I introduced him to Fairhope, and we decided to make a move. And it's just funny how synchronicities work out. It brought me here to where is truly my home. We didn't work out, and everybody's healthy and good. But, you know, you just don't know who you meet and what will bring you there. But just, I know it's not a coincidence. This is truly home. And I love the people. I love the atmosphere. Creating Fairhope Juice, my goal was to actually work and live here in Fairhope rather than traveling and being away from the place I love.
Fairhope is such a hodgepodge
Yes.
of people from everywhere,
Yeah.
but so many ways that they give back,
Yes.
you know, creatively.
I call Fairhope Fairhopetopia. I know we all call it a utopia, but it is really where dreams can come true. I mean, I know so many entrepreneurs and artists and musicians, and I've just never lived in a place that you could go anywhere and you see people you know and love, and there's all the dots kind of connect. And it's encouraging. It's not anywhere where you feel torn down. I just feel lots of encouragement, a lot of connection.
But I recall a story you told me about making juice in your own kitchen.
Oh my God. John Oldshoe is a good proponent and friend of mine, and he wants tomato juice. He was my neighbor, and we would all grow tomatoes. And so I decided to try and make a Johnny O tomato juice. And I walked away from the press, and I put too much mushy stuff into the press, and when I walked, it popped. It went all over the ceiling, all over the walls, everywhere. And it was at midnight. You know, I was still working during the day and making this juice at night at my home, testing. And the crazy thing was I didn't like cry. I just got to work cleaning up and went, okay. And he never got his juice. I'm kind of scarred about putting tomatoes through the juicer right now.
Lorie, what is cold pressed juice?
You're probably familiar with the juicers at home like Jack LaLanne and the Breville juicer, and it kind of spins, and so that action actually heats up the enzymes and the vitamins. So when you make juice at home and something like that, you need to drink it within the first 20 minutes in order to get the vitamins and enzymes in your body before they start degrading. Cold press actually grinds up the vegetables and then drops it into a press with, I don't even know how many pounds of pressure this machine does, but it actually juices out all of the juice to where that pulp is bone dry. So cold press is where you're keeping maximum nutrition without it degrading. I try to keep it in the traditional way of juicing that I learned and how I go about not getting trendy, but really making sure it's organic, raw. I won't ever pasteurize. You're just feeding your cells important nutrients.
I really like your glass bottles, but I have a feeling that's not just because they're attractive.
Being able to sanitize and reuse glass is a huge part of my program. I have a commercial dishwasher that I run these glasses through twice, and my customers really love being able to say, I'm keeping this out of the landfill. I'm all about if you're going to reuse it. So I have painters that put their paintbrushes in it. I have people that have their pens in it at their office, have their little happy seahorse and Fairhope juice there. That makes me happy. Use it for whatever, but don't throw it in the landfill. Bring it back to us so we can use it.
So you have drop-off options for the glass bottles?
Yes, so even if I'm not here, there's a basket out there, and I come and it's like little elves drop them off at night, and I get to collect my bottles and wash them. Well, there's a staple rotation that we have here, and then I often have a seasonal juice. So right now it's spicy watermelon, so watermelon, beet, jalapeno, lime juice, and mint. And then we have wellness shots. Right now the one I do is Gold Rush, and it's just super condensed, organic turmeric, ginger, pineapple, apple cider vinegar, which alkalizes the body, so if we're real acidic, and then cayenne to help the turmeric absorb into the body.
Do you source your products that go into your juices locally?
Well, I'm trying my best. In this area, it is tougher to get the bulk amount of kale and spinach locally that would be enough for me to juice. So most of mine is still coming through a distributor that gets me all organic. But my turmeric for sure is from a local organic farmer, a woman down in Mobile. And I have a lot of people here now. It's creating a lot of buzz that they want to grow for me. One great thing is that the warehouse already had a system to donate leftover food to the animals. So all this organic pulp is going to feed farm animals at organic farms, so chickens and pigs and stuff like that.
Wow,
so at least
I
I have no waste and I feel good about it.
What is your dream or the future for the Fairhope Juice Company?
Well, I've looked at it like next step. So I have this little lantern in the dark and I'll take the next step. So right now the lantern is finish up here. So I'm using Battles Wharf more as a pop-up right now. I make the juice in the commercial kitchenette warehouse. My plan is to have a juicer in both and be able to still continue to be in my family at the warehouse, but expand more down here to serve this community and make it like a really good place that people feel welcome and it's fun and it's, you know, good conversation, just connection on a healthy level.
Thank you, Lorie Ward. Cheers.
Thank you, cheers.
If you'd like to pick up your Fairhope Juice Company juice, you can come here and see the progress as the Battles Wharf market develops. In addition, there's always Fairhope Juice Company juice at the Warehouse Bakery on Nichols. And where can they learn more about the Fairhope Juice Company?
Instagram, Fairhope Juice Co, as well as Facebook. And I have a website. It's www.fairhopejuicecompany.com. So reach out. I love to talk to my customers, and I love to answer any questions. And I certainly love to see you coming in on a bicycle or out for a run and stopping in. So thanks for all the great support. Thank you.
Make sure you try Solsham. I love it. Thank you, Lorie.
Thank you.